yeah, 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 yeah. Love it when you can hear the fucking back door slam because it's back door. Yeah. Okay. It's looking like my microphone isn't exactly picking me up all the time. Are you cutting me off? Filters. Noise gate. Uh, uh, turn that down to 27. Maybe. Perhaps. La 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 la. La 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 la. Come on. Noise gate. Noise gate. Give me something. Give me something better. Come on. That's a little better. A little bit better for me. For me. Maybe if I uh turn that attack time down, maybe. F f f f maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I should look up how noise gates work. Anyway, welcome. Pal's Puzzle Hour for June 11th, 2025. The only puzzle hour for June. Last week I didn't stream because I was in the Deltarune mines. I needed to know what my besties Chris and Susie and Ralsei and the others were up to. It's of vital importance to me. It's of vital importance to me. I tried to play the game. I got like midway through. I got a little less than midway through chapter 4. Got so skill checked that I was like, I can't do this. Watched a playthrough of the rest of it because really I'm mostly just there for the narrative anyway. Um, yeah. So that was last week. This week I'm streaming, and the next 2 weeks I'm out of town. So this is the only puzzle hour for June, and so I must take the time to say, Happy Pride to everyone out there, deciding to live their lives the way they want to live it. For those that feel that they don't have the space in their life to do that yet, for those that feel that they may never have that space. Um, we all love you. There's more love in the world than you could ever imagine. And yeah, if you can fight for the life you want to live, fight for it. If you can't fight for the life you want to live, keep yourself alive until you're in the position to. Time will come. The life you want, it is out there for you. You'll get there eventually. Okay. And from that to a much lighter note, it's my 69th episode. um yeah. Yeah. So I was originally planning on doing just more Chance of Sonar this week, kind of keep plugging away at it. Um then I was shown something really incredible, and that gave me an immediate idea to to maybe perhaps celebrate this funny number of streams. Despite my despite my very well established asexuality, um, I cannot deny the humor of the funny number. So anyway, um, I was shown this site that has every 5x5 nonogram, like mathematically possible 5x5 nonogram. And so yeah, I guess I could just, I don't know, like solve 69 of them and call that a funny. So yeah, that's this is the plan. This is the plan for today. I'm gonna solve 69 5x5 nonograms. Let's see. As you can see, I've currently solved 0. This contains every 5x5 nonogram possible of Pixelogic. That is 24,976,511. And folks have already solved over 7 million of these. So can you take me straight to an unsolved one? Can you? Yeah. Come to an unsolved one. Thank you very much. Oh, do we just do it right in here? Oh, beautiful. That's awesome. 1 space 1 2 or 1 space or 1 2 space 1 and 1 2 1 2 and that's 2 and there's a 3. Yeah, and that's a 2 in space and 1 and 1 has to go in there, 1 has to go in there. Oh, yep, 1 1 1 1. Yep. All right, moving on. There's 3 in here, which means that's that. That solves that one. 2 in here, that could be anywhere. 2 in here, that could be anywhere. 2 in here, that could be anywhere. 1 and 1. Boy. 4 2 1 1 2. Yep. Means that one can't go there. 4, which means that can't go there, which means that has to go there. Very nice, very nice. One has to go there, which means that's that 2. Which means 1 has to go in here. Yeah. 1 has to go in here. Yes, and 1. All right, keep moving on. 1 space 3, perfect. 2 space 1, perfect. 1's in there, I don't know. 1 and 1, great. 4, yes, awesome. 4, just like that. 4 like this. That's a 1, that's a 1. Okay, that's a 1. That is a 3. 1 can't go there, 2 has to go there, which solves that 4. 3, same story. That shows where that 1 is. That's got to be the 2, that's got to be the 1, that's got to be the 2, that's got to be the 3. Perfect. Okay, 4. 5, very nice. Got to be one of the 1s. 3, that doesn't tell me anything. 3 and 1. Perfecto. Oh, that tells me that 3 has to go there. That 3 has to go there. It's a 2 and a 1. 1 and 1, yes. 4, perfect. 1. Yep. Okay. Okay. 0. Nothing in this row at all. 5, yes. 5, yes. 2, 1. Wow. What's great is that I think occasionally we're going to get ones that are supremely easy and ones that are strangely difficult. I can imagine that there might be some really odd ones lurking out here that are really going to kind of throw us for a loop. Shit, the bet almighty, come on. Thank you. 1, perfecto. 3s and 1s are very nice. It's good because just as well, since it's a bunch of 5x5s, you really start recognizing patterns pretty easily, pretty cheesily. 1 and a 3. 3 goes like that. That's a 2, space 2, perfect. 3, 3, uh-huh. 3, yes. 1 and 1, 1 and 2, yeah. Okay. We've already solved 9 of these, folks. We are rolling. We are absolutely rolling in it now, folks. The puzzles just keep coming, and one can only imagine what puzzles might await us in the future. Speaking of puzzles, I guess, let's talk. I think this is a good space to think, to kind of do a bit of a check-in on myself, on Puzzle Hour as a whole. Um, yeah. I don't know, I immediately got focused. Um, this, I say it before, I'll say it again. Puzzle Hour kind of really started as an experiment, um, of of quote unquote minimum viable streaming, uh, to me, of like, what does it mean to stream? Wait, did I fuck this one up? I must have fucked this one up. Must have. Yeah, because otherwise that 1 and 2 can't work. Okay. Um, but yeah, I messed this up. How did I mess this up? What happened? What exactly happened here? Oh, how is that supposed to be? Supposed to be a 2 and a 2. Means a 1 has to go there and a 2 has to go there. Means that can't be the one, which means that has to be the one. Okay. Anyway, as I was saying, I wanted to figure out, like, what's the least I can do as a stream and still have it kind of count mentally as a stream. Um, and you know, a lot of the a lot of friends of mine that have streamed, a lot of the streamers I watch, they would stream for like several hours at a time, and uh, I'd realized quite quickly that I do not have the energy to really do that. If you ever look at my Puzzle Hour turbos, at some point my energy really does start flagging. I don't know how much that's improved, uh, but I figured I could at least get myself going for an hour, even if I wasn't in the best condition for the day. I could get myself going for an hour, um, and that was sort of step one of the idea of like, okay, what's the minimum stream I can do? Uh, and from that came the extra things of like, okay, like, what's the least I can do for overlays? Like, I don't want to animate too much. I like, what's the least I could do for like a PN, for like a little like, do I need a PNG tuber thing? Eventually, I realized pretty quick, just like, I think I'd like one because it's kind of fun to have one. Um, and that's also the other thing about the whole like, okay, minimum viable streaming thing, is that it really gets you to think about why why are certain things in a stream, and why would I want certain things in a stream? Why would I want the runtime to be longer? Do I need the runtime to be longer? Why would I want a little tuber of myself in the corner? Why would I want one? I want one because it would be fun to have. And so it's streaming, but you're only ever doing the stuff that you feel is fun to do for streaming, instead of just like, oh, I have to go for this amount of time because then the algorithm might pick me up, or like I have to I have to stream this or that because those things, I'll admit, like there's like I think it's easy to kind of want to stream for money a little, you know? It's sort of easy to want to do that. Um because like, there is money in it. There definitely is. People make their livings off it. People I know make their livings off of streaming. Um but it's tough because that living is really only gained after years and years of kind of like throwing yourself at the wall basically. Um and and I think it's very easy to kind of forget that and think that that fame has kind of always been there, and that kind of that really kind of drives that can drive you crazy if you're not careful. um because you go into it expecting something, and then when you don't get that immediately, it really fucking kills you. um then like, if you go in without that expectation, I think it's easier to kind of pleasantly surprise yourself with how well things go. Like I I didn't expect to get like affiliate and I kind of got that like way quicker than I really would have expected that to ever happen. I don't really think I would have ever gotten it. Um but I did somehow, and that's very strange to me. Um and like it it's it's quick for me to say, "Oh, I don't really know if like if that's something I had really earned." But then that kind of fucking turns around in my brain like, "Okay, now wait. Was it really mean to earn it, to deserve it?" You know? Who gets what for why? There's no predicting people. There's no predicting anything really. I mean, I wouldn't have affiliate without the fine viewers out there. Um, but like, honestly, um, the plan of minimum viable stream in my mind included 0 viewers. I really was not expecting any viewership, and quite often I do not get any viewership. Shouts out to all the VOD watchers though. Love you guys. I think I try my best not to let numbers get to me. Um but I do get quite enthusiastic when I see that people actually go on the YouTube channel and watch the VODs. Um cuz I don't know. I don't know why that sort of it I don't know, maybe it kind of shows less of a like it shows more of an intentionality maybe. But, not to say that people only ever view my stuff on accident. People but like I don't get a lot of viewers because I stream at like anywhere between 2 and 4 p.m. Eastern on a Wednesday. Um just people are not really available to watch my streams. That's just kind of the reality of it. But like, and the thing is that that also kind of like I think that some of my friends feel bad that they can't catch my streams. They say as much. They kind of apologize for not catching my streams, and and I just want to be like, hey, it doesn't actually fucking matter. It's like, again, this was all very much kind of a, like, this is a hobby. This is very much a hobby, not a living. Like, I don't need, I do not need the viewership or approval of anyone I know in order to keep doing what I'm doing, because, like, honestly, really, it just sort of comes down to doing it to do it, just to give myself something on the schedule. Um, and I don't know. Sometimes I kind of feel the itch to sort of branch out my streaming catalog a little bit. Do art like I used to do the first time that I was trying to stream years ago, back in the like early 2020s, you know? I was one of those folks that sort of got into streaming because COVID hit initially, and uh I didn't know what to do. Oh wow. Thanks, Nightbot. Cool. I don't know if Nightbot killed them or not. I have no clue. Where the hell was I? A little robot tried to sell viewers in my fucking chat, and I got scared, and Nightbot killed it, smashed it with a hammer. Um, I'm leaned forward, lean back, girl. Jeezy, crazy. But yeah, what was I saying? Right, yeah. I initially got into streaming years ago, after COVID hit, um, because I was in the middle of doing my final animation project for college and needed a way of holding myself accountable while working on things. Um, and so I sort of started streaming my work on my final thesis project, and and occasionally did some other little drawing exercises to get myself to do something. Um, but the thing is, it's kind of hard to it like I was trying to sort of stream like other art streamers that I was watching at the time, which is that, you know, I was really kind of streaming for a good amount of time, and like trying to be entertaining. Yeah, we and didn't go great for me. Eventually it just sort of fell off the wagon a little bit, until eventually I decided, wait, like what's the absolute minimum I could do? The this okay, this one might be deceptively difficult. This one. Hold on. Okay, well, one can't be there. Means the one has to be there, which means the two has to go there. Okay. I just had to lock in on that one for a second. But I'm all good on it now. Yes. Okay. Put this in. I'd kind of looped around in my talking. I went back to the minimum viable streaming model. Yeah. So basically, um I'd really encourage anyone who's ever thought about streaming but has felt like, oh, I don't know. I don't know if I can. I don't know if this is. I don't know if I can handle that. Like, if what you can't handle is like the same type of streaming that the people you watch do, don't do that. Like, you could just do something else. There's not very many rules to this. Um, there's just like common courtesies about like, you know, like rating and um being kind and cool and not being a jerk and uh being honest about your sales tactics maybe and like yeah, I don't know. Don't push yourself too hard if you want to stream. Um and maybe find like one one very low pressure thing you can stream quite regularly. Because I think just as well there's kind of a choice paralysis that comes with streaming. I think a lot of people, even established streamers, even even very established streamers, have moments where it's like, I don't know what the hell I'm streaming tonight. I don't know what I'm streaming tonight. Shit, and it kind of like it slows them down, kind of makes them sort of start really hesitating, and the hesitation is bad for business. It's bad for keeping the hobby running. Uh, what was I saying? But yeah, like even if I don't know what I'm streaming, even if I don't know what I'm going to stream for a day, which quite often I don't, I sort of sometimes, unless it's one of the longer stream series like Chance of Sonar or something like that, I don't really know what I'm gonna do till I'm like sitting down. Um, so like, but at least I know going in while I'm doing a puzzle, it's puzzle hour. I have to do a puzzle game so that it narrows my decisions. You know, I can just go, okay, even if I don't really know what I'm going to do, I can just look up puzzle games and that'll kind of like narrow the options for me. And honestly, like feel free to steal the puzzle hour format if you're someone who wants to stream. Like you can do your own puzzle hour. Like, maybe you can call it something else if you really feel like it. I don't think you should call it Pal's Puzzle Hour because that's really my thing. I'm Pal. Um, unless your name is also Pal, in which case that's so fucking funny. Um, shouts out. Um, but yeah, like, or I don't know. It doesn't have to be puzzles, but like short, hour long, super low pressure, nothing streams. You know, where you hardly even really have to talk. Like because there are plenty of puzzle hours, especially early on, where you see me just kind of run out of words to say. I'm realizing as I've been yapping that I've gained a bit of ability, a bit of presence here, and and I want anyone out there that wants to stream that hasn't streamed to note that this didn't come out of nowhere. I haven't been able to. This isn't something that I can just do. This is a this is a skill that I've had to build up, and probably still do need to continue to build up. Um, and I'm glad that other people have been entertained by my my funny puzzle moments. I certainly have plenty of fun doing this. It's neat. That's the two, that's the one, that's the three, that's the two. We're up to 46, by the way, after all that yapping. And we're only 34 minutes in. Um yeah, I really sort of got in the zone on this, I think. Um yeah. It did kind of this one is a bit of a podcast, isn't it? That's okay. That's all it's got to be, really. It doesn't even really have to be that, maybe. I think, like, yeah, like, I think you really do have to not go into it expecting any viewers. I think you have to stream for yourself and yourself alone, first and foremost. Because you're the only one that's required to be there. If no other viewers make it, everyone has stuff going on in their lives. Who the hell knows why nobody could show up to a stream? Um, and you can't really force people to show up to a stream. But you have to force yourself to show up. You always have to be there. You always have to be there for yourself. So that's really the only expectation that you need to have going in is that I'm going to be at all of my streams. I'm going to be there. Whether or not uh whether or not what? What was I going to say? Whether or not it's going to be super entertaining for myself, I still got to be there. I can't tune out of my own stream. But even if it's not super entertaining for myself, it's only an hour. There have been several times where like I've kind of like woken up like, man, I don't really want to stream today, but it's just like, well, it's just for an hour. I can do an hour. That's it's not much. I'm not fucking hopping on here for 8 hours and playing Fortnite or something. I can do it for an hour. Um, and then I often surprise myself by going longer than that. But yeah, you gotta show up. Um, and I want to say consistency is key. I haven't been the most consistent myself, especially with time slot. Um, and it's mostly because these are my weekend days, and I have to do my laundry, and I tend to wake up at noon, and depending on sort of how quick I am to really get rolling, um, which often I'm not. Uh, I don't really start my laundry till a bit later than I'd want to, and then I clamber back over here. It's like, shit, it's already like 3 something when I said I was gonna start at like 2, because yeah, I don't know. I wanted to sleep and I wanted to have breakfast and I wanted to get my laundry done. I with the recent Chance of Sonar streams, I'd been trying to do my laundry on Tuesday to sort of get that out of the way so that I don't have to have that get in my way on Puzzle Hour. Yeah. But um yeah, yesterday I was stressed and it was slightly raining, so I really didn't want to leave the house and do my laundry. I didn't want to go anywhere. I didn't want to move. I was just sort of hanging out, um, and doing a lot of nothing. Because sometimes you need to do nothing. Sometimes that's how it is. I've certainly called, like, there have been times where I have called off puzzle hour streams, not because of any scheduling conflict, but because I just really wasn't feeling it at all. Um, 3 to 1. Um, but yeah, uh, yes. I lose track of myself again because it gets slightly focused on the puzzle. That's a 0 column and a 0 row. Very nice. 3, 2 and a 1. One in there somewhere. 3, yes. Okay. 1, 1, 1, 1. Yep. I wonder if there's any just full 0. I mean, it's every possible 5 by 5. Why did I start over here? Why did I do that? It's every possible 5 by 5 Picross. Like, there's gonna be one that's all 5s and one that's all 0s. And one that's just a checkerboard of 1 1 1s. Which I feel like those have already been hunted and eaten. Like there's got to be people going at this website with different methods of just like, okay, there are certain puzzle patterns that I want to hunt for, and there are certain puzzle patterns that don't matter to me. What happened here? Now what happened here? Back up. Back up. What happened? Can't be. Can't be that. It has to be 5. So the one. What the hell? The hell? Wait. Hold on. Okay, wait a minute. This? Oh, something like that? Okay. Alright, I'm fine. I'm okay. Guys, it's okay. I most nearly didn't have it, but I have it. And we're already into the 60s. um, I don't know what else to talk about. I've already run out of topic. Man, I maybe someday down the line I'm going to try and do art streams again if I figure out kind of what that would entail. Like maybe if I actually maybe when I actually get started on Wild Magic. Um when I actually get started on that comic that I've been wanting to make for a long ass time. Um I could I could stream myself working on those pages like how Willow Four Leaf Island streams working on Leica's Comet. That might be something. And just like how I was originally streaming in the first place to get myself to work on my final project for school, that this would kind of give me some project accountability. I think I really do need I need people there going, oh wow, this was almost a fucking full grid. That would have been funny. Yeah. I think I think streaming comic making might be an interesting endeavor. Don't know how soon that would be, when or if that will happen. Um, but it could be something to do. It'd definitely be something to do. Something to get me working on it. Oh wow, that's a nice shape. Just as well, since this is every possible one, like there are definitely like every Picross game you've ever played, every 5x5 Picross you've ever done is in this game, which also means that there are definitely a bunch of 5x5 Picrosses in here that do have some vague resemblance to objects. Because, I'm thinking of like traditional Picross games where it's supposed to be like an image when you're done. And so that would yeah. Um I think this is like a comb, personally. That's my thoughts. Anyway, let's do this one. So it's a 3 and a 3, which means those ones go there. 5, which cuts that off all the way across. 4, which intersects with itself like that. It's probably the 2 there. That's probably the 2 there for that. The 4 goes like this, which solves those 2 4 rows. That's the 1 for that row. Hmm. The 3 can't go there, which means that 2 has to go there, which solves that 1. Which puts that 2 there, which solves that 3, which solves that 3, which solves this 4. Nice! 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 Ooh, nice! Oh, oh, nice! 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 Wow! Nice! Oh, nice! Nice! It's like the oh, it's like the number. Yeah. Ooh, it's nice. Ooh, yeah. It's like the one where it's like they're yeah, and they're yeah, and it's like the two of them are. It's like if these were two people and one of them. It's if you consider the circle of it like the head and the well, is the circle of it the head or I'm gonna go different. Is the circle of it the head or the body? But it's kind of like two people laying in a very strange way. It kind of resembles that in a way. Oh, I did that amount of Picrosses. Oh, dude, nice. Oh, but it's like the number, dude. Yeah, nice, man. High five, man. Yeah, high five me again, man. Yeah. Woo, woo, woohoo, woo, yeah, woo, woohoo, woo, 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 yeah, yeah, woo, woo, yeah, woo. It's like the wait, it's like the funny number. Oh, guys, guys, it's like well, that's all for this month. a slightly short puzzle hour. Sometimes, I sometimes I won't even allow myself to hit the minimum obligation. Because honestly, that was the joke. That was a joke I had. So, um, yeah. Uh, see you in July. You want some puzzle hour to watch while the best streamer on earth is away? Um, I have a VOD channel. Go on YouTube. Look up Pal's Puzzle Hour on YouTube. It's all there. It's all there, including the previous episodes of Chance of Sonar. You can catch up while you wait for me to continue the game in July. In July, it will be quite a. I don't know how much more Chance of Sonar I have left. So, I don't know. July 2nd. I mean, depending on whether or not anything happens where I can't stream that day, but I should be streaming on July 2nd. Um, see you then, and enjoy yourself and have fun. Is anyone else streaming right now? Let's see. Let's raid Trog. All right. Have fun. Enjoy yourselves. See you later. And keep cool out there. Unless it's cold where you are. If you're in the southern hemisphere, keep warm. Um, and you can also smile and laugh and have fun. Hey, fun fact: this the little dance fool GIF. I didn't realize that was on a hard drive that I had disconnected in the past week or two. So I'd opened up stream and was slightly delayed because I had to go and reconnect the fucking hard drive to get the dance fool GIF off of it and put it on my desktop so I can use it from there. That's one last little fun fact for you. Um, I keep saying I'm gonna redo that GIF someday to make it a little more visible on the fucking emotes, but uh, yeah, whatever. Um, have a good June. Happy Pride. Enjoy yourselves, and give love to the world, and spin around until you fall down.